We are starting a new year, and as usual in this channel, we will show you the most impressive archaeological discoveries of the year 2024. In the middle of the thick jungle on the borders of Mexico and Belize, an ancient Mayan tomb dating back almost 1,700 years was discovered in the archaeological site of Xochicotán in Guatemala. Inside, they found offerings, writings carved on a human femur bone, mollusk shells, and a jade mosaic mask representing the god of the storm. This mask was placed on the chest of an important personage buried in Xochicotán around 350 AD. Archaeologists from Yamagata University in Japan made an amazing discovery in Peru's enigmatic Nazca Desert. They used an AI model, based on images captured by drones, to find more geoglyphs in the area and were quite successful, discovering and documenting up to 303 new figurative geoglyphs in just 6 months. These newly seen figures show diverse motifs, such as wild animals and human activities. However, the meaning of these Nazca geoglyphs remains a mystery, which, for some experts, are signs of a calendar or even an observatory. Another major discovery took place in October 2024 at Petra, which is an important archaeological site in Jordan and the capital of the ancient Nabatean kingdom. The settlement of Petra is located in a narrow valley, east of the Araba Valley that stretches from the Dead Sea to the Gulf of Aqaba. The most famous remains of Petra are undoubtedly its buildings carved into the rock of the valley, known as the Treasury and the Monastery. And it is precisely in this place that 12 skeletons have been unearthed in an intact burial chamber near the famous Petra Treasury building. It is believed that the skeletons and artifacts could be at least 2,000 years old. German and Egyptian archaeologists have unearthed the entrance to a majestic stone temple in the ancient city of Atrabes in northern Egypt. The complex where this more than 2,000-year-old find was made was 51 m wide, and the towers flanking the entrance to the temple were 18 m high. Also, hieroglyphic inscriptions have been found on the interior walls, reliefs representing the pharaoh offering sacrifices to the lion goddess Repit and his son Calantes. In the frame of the door appears the god Min, or Min-Ra, accompanied by 2 beings with falcon or ibis heads. But what has attracted the most attention is the discovery of a hidden chamber inside the north tower of the pylon, which was uncovered when they removed a block of 20 t. This room measures 6 meters long and 3 meters wide. In Iraq, there is an archaeological site explored since 2009 called Barawan, which is located north of Kuwait, and it was precisely in this place where a rather strange clay object was found. The figurine is approximately 7,000 years old, and what makes it different from the others is that it has quite unusual facial features. Slanted eyes, flat nose, and elongated skull, which suggests that it represents a non-human species. Never before had a figure of this type been found in Kuwait, although similar pieces have been found in ancient areas of Mesopotamia, which suggests that there was a possible cultural connection between these regions in the past. Like the Ubaid figurines, which have been the subject of debate among archaeologists. Some suggest that they may represent non-human deities, others that they are simply artistic expressions of the time. Archaeologists have not stopped working and bringing to light new discoveries from the mausoleum of the first emperor Qin Shi Huang, a burial site more than 2,000 years old, discovered by chance while digging a well on the outskirts of Xi'an in China. To date, almost 2,000 pieces of warriors and horses have been unearthed, with 6,000 more figures still to be uncovered. Half a century after this great discovery, the mausoleum is still being excavated and, little by little, more vestiges of the past are coming to light. However, it has been one of the latest findings that has attracted the attention of archaeologists. As reported by the Daily Express, during the last excavation carried out, a tomb has been discovered with a great wealth, something out of the ordinary, which could confirm the veracity of an ancient Chinese legend. The abundance of its contents has led them to believe that it was a very important character. They found inside a chest of 16 tons, armor, weapons, about 6,000 bronze coins, jade, and gold and silver camels. The head of the excavation, Jiang Wenshao, considers it an unprecedented find, as most ancient tombs have been looted, so there was no hope of finding anything of value inside it, but it turned out that it had not been stolen, which caused the astonishment and elation of all those present. In the depths of the tomb, 16 meters underground and 109 meters long, the coffin was discovered sealed for millennia and has now become the center of attention of all archaeologists. The contents of an incalculable treasure of funerary objects suggest that it could be the tomb of Prince Gao, son of the first emperor of China, Qin Shi Huang. In addition, it could shed light on the legend surrounding this personage that has persisted for almost 2,000 years. According to historian Sima Qian, after the death of the great emperor Qin Shi Huang, his youngest son, Hu Hai, ascended to the throne after eliminating all his rivals, and Prince Gao, horrified to see the terrible deeds his younger brother had done, asked him to kill him and bury him next to his father. Of course, Hu Hai was happy to oblige and had no objection to grant him his last wish, and so, after ending his life, he buried him next to his father. For thousands of years, the story of Prince Gao has been passed down as if it were a simple legend. However, the recent discovery of this colossal 16-ton coffin in a tomb very close to the mausoleum of Qin Shi Huang could change everything. In China, specifically in Wulong, a town located 1,400 kilometers from Beijing, a team of archaeologists has found, inside a very well-preserved tomb 2,000 years old, some wooden tablets and more than 600 ceramic and bronze objects of great value, which means that the person buried was important. It is believed that the tablets are related to the Tiangong Dizi, an ancient astronomical calendar, which presents cycles of 60 years, used to plan the most important events. This sexagesimal system began between 1600 BC and 1045 BC. Thanks to this calendar, astronomers could determine which day was the most suitable for the emperor's visit, where to place the main door of the house, or how to distribute the household furniture. And when the emperor died, this system indicated the most appropriate time and place for the funeral. In total, 23 rectangular wooden pieces of the astronomical calendar were found, belonging to the Western Han Dynasty that ruled from 206 BC to AD 9. Each of the strips measures approximately 2.5 centimeters wide by 10 centimeters long, and has a circular perforation, possibly to join them with a string or ribbon. According to astronomer Ed Krupp, these wooden strips are unique. At the site of Pachacamac, Peru, 73 pre-Inca mummies wrapped in cloth and ropes have been unearthed, dating back approximately 1,000 years, several centuries before the Inca Empire dominated part of western South America. The faces of the bodies are covered with wooden and ceramic masks, known as false heads. According to the researchers, the pieces found belong to the Wari Empire, with its capital in Ayacucho, an ancient pre-Inca civilization that flourished in the region of the Andes, known today as Peru, during the period known as the Middle Horizon, approximately between 600 and 1000 AD. The Wari developed a complex society with urban, administrative, and religious characteristics. Their cities had well-planned architecture, administrative centers, and ceremonial structures. The discovery of a network of roads connecting different regions is evidence of the existence of a fairly extensive political and economic control. Despite its importance, the Wari Empire was overshadowed by the Incas. The site where the mummies were found is known to have been a temple during the Inca period and an oracle dedicated to Pachacamac, which means the one who gives life to the earth, and was the god who controlled the balance in the world. The remains were found by Krzysztof Makowski, a Polish archaeologist based in Peru, and his team from the Pontificia Universidad Católica del Perú. On the south side of the central ridge of karst, bordering Italy and Slovenia, are the Castelliere of Rupin Piccolo, ruins, discovered last century, with huge defensive structures. The width of its walls is almost 7 m. Right next to the southeast entrance of the Castelliere, 2 stone discs, about 50 centimeters in diameter and 30 centimeters thick, were found. One of the stones showed strange non-uniform markings, less than 2 centimeters apart, suggesting that they were not random. So they decided to study it, and the results showed that it was an astronomical disk. It contains 29 marks, from number 1 to 9. When superimposed, It represents the constellation of Scorpio. The latest research conducted in the Amazon rainforest and published in the journal Science make us rethink the beliefs that have been held so far about this area of South America. French archaeologist Stephen Roston, from the Centre National de la Recherche Scientifique, discovered some earth mounds more than 20 years ago and has been working there ever since. But, thanks to a mapping with laser sensors, it has been possible to know that everything that Roston had discovered, up to that moment, was only a small part of an immense network of settlements with squares, neighborhoods, monumental streets, extensive drainage, agricultural terraces, and connected roads in the Ecuadorian Amazon jungle. These extensive interconnected cities, which are hidden by dense vegetation, are at least 2,500 years old, making them about 1,000 years older than any other known society in the Amazon. One of the most striking discoveries is the complex system of communication routes that extends for dozens of kilometers to connect the cities, a development similar to the Mayan urban systems found in Mexico and Guatemala. This study has documented more than 6,000 rectangular-shaped platforms, connected by an extensive network of roads, surrounded by intensive agriculture, with canals and drainage systems, occupying an area of more than 300 square kilometers. Small settlements surrounded by protective moats, similar to those surrounding medieval castles, have also been discovered. But from whom did they have to defend themselves? From now on, we will see the Amazon's past in a very different way.